Good afternoon and welcome to GrainTV. It's March 24th, 2014. To my left is Logan Burgess and I'm Brock Shimbino. We had a positive day in Chicago to start the week, reversing losses that we saw late last week. Let's turn over the quotes to see how we ended. Corn was up 11 3/4 cents, soybeans up 16 3/4, wheat in Chicago up 20 cents, and Kansas City wheat, the leader to the upside, up 22 cents here today. You know, Logan, it is good to see a nice positive day to start the week here. A lot of what we saw going on in the corn market was aided by an export inspections report that came out very strong this morning, beat analyst expectations. But it seemed like most of the action was actually taking place in the wheat markets today.
Yeah, you know, wheat had a very strong showing in today's action, both in Kansas City and in Chicago. Take a look here at the daily chart of the Chicago May contract. You can see here that with today's action, we're once again testing that area of 720 that acted as resistance back in October, and we tested it really twice last week. So keep an eye on this 720 price level on the May contract. If we get a strong close above this, I think it kind of opens the door higher, or opens the door to another move higher by the Chicago wheat contract. What's been driving things, though, as we know, Ukraine is still kind of a smoldering issue, but that seems to be a little bit on the back burner. Traders right now are really focused on the domestic situation. We know last week we saw 18% of the Oklahoma crop and 34% of the Kansas crop rated good to excellent. There's still a very sizable portion of this crop that is rated poor to very poor, so that's been supporting things. Today after the close, though, we're going to be getting an update from the USDA by way of their state-level crop conditions report. There are some expectations that we could see further declines in the quality of this crop. Late last week, we did not get the precipitation that a lot of traders were looking for, so keep an eye on that report here coming out today after the close. We'll keep you posted on Twitter at GrainTV, where you can find us over there.
You know, like I said in the intro, corn did have a very positive day. A lot of that was driven by the export inspections. We came in at 1.1 million metric tons actually exported this week for corn. Analysts were kind of expecting on the high end 1 million metric tons. So I think that's really what got us started in that corn market off to a good footing. We did close the day right around that 490 level. That's kind of been a resistance area here recently. I think we could go up and retest those levels around $5 if we continue to get positive bullish news into the corn market.
Yeah, you know, right now it kind of seems like the winds at the back of this corn market continuing to move higher. As you said, Brock, demand abroad for U.S. corn remains very strong. We can continue to see very good export sales and inspections as we got this morning. One other thing, though, domestically that's helping out corn is the price of ethanol, and by using the price of ethanol, where the ethanol crush margin's at right now. We talk about the ethanol crush margin quite a bit here on GrainTV, but take a look here at a chart here of the May ethanol future contract. You can see here the price increases that we've been seeing here for ethanol are almost getting exponential here over the last couple of days. What's really driving that is logistical issues on the rail network, getting ethanol stocks from the Midwest out to the coast for consumption. So right now that seems to be bidding things up. What does that mean for the corn market? Well, right now we see very strong ethanol crush margins. We'll be reporting on that in more detail this week on Wednesday during the ethanol crush report. But that's just one more thing here that seems to be supporting the corn market. That's kind of an old crop story. New crop, a lot of people are expecting lighter corn acres this year reported by the USDA next Monday. So that's something to keep an eye on. But, you know, as I said, right now, it really seems like the wind's at the back of this corn market.
It does seem like we did have some good positive fundamental news for corn here recently. You know, thinking about soybeans real quick as well as we think about the planting intentions report, it seems like analysts are expecting right around the 82 to 83 million acres to be planted as soybeans. So that's going to keep a downward bias, a fundamental downward bias on the soybean market. We saw it rally here today, but I think these rallies are going to be short-lived. We continue to trade within that relatively tight range here recently.
Yeah, it wouldn't be surprising toward the end of the week if we saw some kind of position evening coming into next Monday's report. You know, as you said, Brock, the general bias right now for soybeans is that we're going to see a very large acreage number, so that could weigh on beans here as we end the week. Corn, on the other hand, relatively light compared to what we saw last year. We'll have to see if that can support things. We'll be breaking down expectations for that report in detail here Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday to wrap up the week, so visit us for that. If you have any questions about what we talked about here on GrainTV, feel free to call our office. Number here is 877-472-4607. And just a reminder here as we come into planting season, we now have a great mobile trading app available on both a mobile phone and a tablet. So visit us over at grainhedge.com if you want to take a free 2-week trial of that and get live quotes on your mobile device for the March 31st grain reports. If you have questions about that, call the office 877-472-4607. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow.